Welcome to Medical Student Life in Japan, a podcast created by a teacher and a group of medical students at Nara Medical University.
Our members are Yuriko, a third-year medical student, Gento, Taiga, Taika, Koichi, and Misaki, all second-year medical students, Yuka, a second-year nursing student, Suguru and Koshiro, both first medical students, and our teacher, Michael.
We are a small medical college in the Kansai region of Japan. This podcast has two great purposes.
One is to share stories about being a medical student here in Japan.
And also for our students to share fun ideas, opinions, and information about Japanese culture to people all over the world.
Thanks a
Thanks
lot
a lot for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Medical Student Life in Japan. Thank you to all our listeners for listening to us throughout the year. We've made a lot of episodes, and it's always fun to see that we have a great group of listeners out there. As usual, it would be great if you subscribed and liked the podcast, and if you're listening on Apple, for example, you can leave a review, or on Anchor, you can always send us a voice message. We love to hear from our audience. It's very motivating for the students. In today's episode, we have a special interview with another medical student in Taiwan. This will be the second interview, and there'll still be one more coming up, so stay tuned for that in the coming weeks. It's a great interview today. He's a 6-year medical student from Taiwan. He goes by the name Tom, and he was just fantastic. We hope you enjoy this interview. It was a lot of fun talking with him and really inspiring. Enjoy the episode, and thanks again for listening.
Hajimemashite. So you are Koshiro.
Yes.
And I'm Tom. I'm in 6th year grade of medical school in Taiwan.
I'm first year medical student in Nara Medical University.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for joining our podcast.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to join your project. And so, shall we begin? So, are you going to ask me some questions, and so I can answer it?
Okay. First, why did you decide to participate in our podcast?
You mean join your project or whole?
Yeah, our interview.
Because I think having conversation with foreigners or people from other cultures is quite interesting. I enjoy put myself in a place where I can know more people from other countries.
Oh.
Yeah, and can sharpen my English skill as well. It has been a long time since last time I speak English. Yeah.
This is my first time to talk with foreign people in podcasts. So yeah, I'm also glad to talk with you.
No problem.
Yeah, but I'm now a little nervous now.
It's okay. Take it easy. It's no pressure.
Okay. Then can I go to next question?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
I think it's quite ordinary. Why did you decide to be a doctor?
Okay. It's an ordinary question, but with an extraordinary answer. I mean, it's a question hard to answer. In Taiwan, the medical education system is like we enter medical school right after high school. Japan has the same system as Taiwan.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, students are around 18 years old, and they have the college entrance exam. We have a test for the whole country, and people choose what they are going to study in the college based on the grade they get. Yeah, so I think Japan is quite similar right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. But in Japan, I think some students who want to join medical university will focus on only medical department. You mean like according to the grade is if you get good grade, you can go to medical university.
Yes, like we all have the same test and gets the grade to choose which subject and school are you going to apply. So you can choose like engineer and medicine or law school based on your scores, your grade.
Oh, maybe it's similar in some part, but a little different from Japanese university.
Okay.
Maybe.
So go back to the question. Why I want to be a doctor? Actually, when I was 18, 19 years old, I don't actually know why I was going to choose to be a doctor. But it's simply because I was going to study life science in another university called National Taiwan University. But lots of people say if you're going to study life science in Taiwan, then it's even better if you go to study medicine. So like medicine is better than life science for them. So like the salary is higher and I think somehow the achievement is higher for the society. So I didn't actually know why I chose it, but it's like the society put me into this place. I happen to have the good grade to get into medical school. So here I am.
I see. Then are you now satisfied with the way you will work in the future or
Okay, so I think becoming a doctor is a long way to go, and I'm not even at the beginning of it. It's like I feel like you and me are like on the beginning of it because both of us are in medical school. We haven't had a lot of clinical experience. In sixth grade, we're called clerk. It's clerkship, clerkship. Yeah, we observe and try to practice what the senpai teaches us to do. Put Foley or nasogastric tube or change the dressing, and it's some basic skill. But for knowledge parts, I think it's still a long way to go because every subject has their own universe. Different subjects like very different from each other. Am I satisfying the place I am now? I don't know. At least I haven't get flunked. So I think at least I passed all the courses. So yeah, I think I'm satisfied. And besides studying medicine, I try to do a lot of things during my college years. So yeah, I had nothing to complain about.
Nice. Okay. I will go to the next question.
Okay.
So I heard that entrance exam system is similar to Japan.
Yeah.
But is the curriculum for medicine in Taiwan is different from Japan? In Japan, in first year we learn some educational things, so not mainly about medical department, and we start studying from second year. We'll have study at hospital from maybe fourth year.
Study medical subject in fourth year in Japan.
So no, we learn from doctors from fourth year.
Oh, okay. How many years in total does Japanese medical student have?
6 years.
Okay. So in Taiwan, I think it's quite similar. We study basic science in the first 2 year,
Mm.
and medical science at third and fourth year, and go to the hospital at fifth and sixth year. So in the first and second year, we study like chemistry, biology, and calculus, even calculus,
Mm.
and some extra curriculum, like you can choose to take the social science.
Yeah.
Some,
Yeah.
or even politics. We have some professors who teach. It's quite free. It's quite free to choose something to learn from. Know the basic concept of that.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think I chose literature. I guess literature or politics
Mm.
at that time. And in the third year and fourth year, we study basic medical science, so like anatomy and pathology, pharmacology, and what else? I can't recall. Oh, parasitology.
Then I think it's quite similar to our curriculum.
But like you go into the hospital in fourth year, right?
Yeah, I think it's fourth year, but end of the fourth year. So how to say? So we have big test for being doctor in fourth year and sixth year. So we'll have the test on October. So after that, and if we pass the test, we can start studying at hospital.
Okay.
So I said we can study at hospital from fourth year, but actually it's almost 5 years there. So maybe I think it's similar.
How many national tests are you going to have during your medical college years?
2 tests.
2 tests. Okay.
Yeah.
Same here. We are having the first at the end of fourth year, and the second right after graduation.
Oh.
And the OSCE test. OSCE is like a test for your clinical skills. Yeah.
Like CPR or AD.
Sorry?
Like CPR or some kind of thing.
OSCE is a test for your clinical skills, such as how to ask history from the patient or some physical examination.
Yeah, I think we had the same test in Japan. I didn't know the what to do, but
it's okay.
Yeah,
still a long way to go.
Okay, thank you. Then next, what do you know about Japan, or have you been to Japan before?
Okay, so yes, I have been to Japan for 3 times. The first time is when I was like 5 years old. I went to the Okinawa.
Oh.
Yeah, with my family. And the second and third time was during my college year. The first I went to Tokyo, and the other time I went to Kyoto.
Oh.
So I know Japan mostly from the internet and some Japanese friends in Taiwan. Yeah, and from the anime and manga. Yeah. Mostly from that.
Then, do you have some favorite Japanese manga?
My favorite Japanese manga, I think I like One Punch Man. One Punch.
Very nice. I like that too.
And the Giant. I think the Giant is also a great comic. And JoJo is also very good. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yes. Yeah. Do you recommend any comic? Like, what's your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite is One Piece. Do you know?
One Piece.
One Piece.
One Piece. Okay. I think it just reached 1,000 episode.
Yes.
Several weeks ago.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like a masterpiece.
Then can I go to the next question?
Okay.
I think mostly. Yeah. I heard you're proficient in English.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw your profile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So how did you improve your English skills? So you're very good.
I think I'm okay. So I think because Taiwanese college teaching is we mostly use English textbook.
Mhm.
Yeah, so our study materials are English.
Oh.
But besides besides let me think about to say it. Besides medical books, like I'm a person who enjoy reading a lot. So I have trying to read books other than medical knowledge
Mm.
in English. It's like I used to buy some English books to read besides the medical books, such as there's a famous writer called Hillary, and he writes *Sapiens*, *Homo Deus*, and 21 Lessons from 21st Century. You know these three books?
Oh, I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. So I push myself to read books in English,
Oh.
and at first it's really difficult because it's like if you can read 50 pages in your mother tongue, you can only read like 10 to 20 pages per hour in English. So at first I would buy two books,
Mm.
one in English and one in my mother tongue,
Oh.
and I would read interchangeably. It's like one book in the hand and one on the other, so I can understand what the English is about. And secondly, I enjoy watching movies too. So I'll try to watch the movie with English subtitles, so I can hear from the actors and actresses and know what they're saying by the subtitles. And sometimes, if you get more and more proficient, you can know what they're saying without subtitles. It takes, I think, you put the practice into your daily life, so you can get better and better step by step.
Oh, I see. Then how about speaking? Do you use often?
Speaking, I made some friends from other countries during college years. So I have to use English to talk with them.
Oh.
And my best friend in Taiwan, he's a Taiwanese. We text each other in English.
Oh.
I don't know why, but we just love to do it. And texting English is faster than texting Chinese. So we use English to talk on phone, but we still it is funny that we sometimes use English to talk because some concept is better to be explained in English. And his girlfriends are mostly from other countries, so so we use English a lot, I think.
I also have friends who usually message in English, so maybe I can also try to message in English.
It's like don't be afraid to use the wrong grammar, because language is, I think the major function of language is to having conversation. So it doesn't matter if you are using the wrong grammar to talk, but a grammar is very important on formal official documents,
Mm.
like writing a paper or writing emails. Like if you're going to write something, grammar is important. But if you're going to communicate and to talk, grammar is you can put it secondly.
Yeah.
Try to express yourself first.
Mm.
So don't be afraid to express yourself. Yes, I
Okay.
think it's my hint on sharpening your English talking skill.
Yeah. Those are all my questions. Do you have something you want to ask me? Yeah.
So you are in your first year
Yes.
of medical school.
Yeah.
How many hours are you going to go to school per week?
Per week.
And how many courses? How many courses? And what courses are that?
I think we now have, sorry, I don't remember all these things. So about 15 maybe. 15 class per week.
And like what subjects are then?
I'm now studying biology, behavior science, or clinical psychology.
Clinical psychology.
Yeah, clinical.
Yes,
Yeah.
clinical.
And chemical experiment and physical experiment, and English, mathematics, and PE.
PE.
Yeah, PE.
Oh,
Only
you
first
mean
year.
sports?
Yeah,
sports. Oh, okay.
And Asian culture and European culture.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's it.
do you enjoy your college life?
Yeah, I'm enjoying, but
You're in which city? I forgot. Sorry.
excuse
Your
me.
medical school is in which city?
In Nara.
Nara.
Yeah, it's located near Kyoto, next to Kyoto, I think.
Is a place with the deer, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've been to there.
Oh,
There, I remember there is a arts museum and lots of temple.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I have fed the deers
It's
with
Simba.
cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So more questions. Are your parents doctors?
Yeah, my mother is doctor.
So I think you go into the medical school partly because of her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What else? let me think one more question. Do you like to make friends with people from the other country? Because I don't know if it's a stereotype, but I think I've heard from, I don't know, social media or something, like Japanese are more shy on knowing.
Actually, I like make friends with people in other country. Yeah. In high school, I had some program to go to foreign country and have communication with them, but I participate in most of the course and make some friends, so I like it.
Yeah, I think I've tried to learn some other language besides English. Like I tried to learn German and Japanese a little bit in my third year, and I can only understand goju on. Yeah, I can read the alphabet of Japanese, but I can't speak very well. So, but I think Taiwanese like Japanese culture very much. Yes, like our environments are full of full of media from Japan.
Oh, really?
And like our devices are made in Japan, designed in Japan.
Oh,
Like,
so
people love to play games. We use Switch, and
Oh.
it's by Nintendo. Yes, and I play PlayStation,
mm,
and Sony is also Japanese
yeah.
company. So yeah, lots of things are from Japan, and I think it's very good to know each other by holding some activity like this podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah, so our people can have know more about each other.
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
think that's all.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Tom, I'm going to jump in real quick. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us and doing such a great job with the Koshiro. If you have a couple more minutes, let me just check. Gento or Suguru or Yuriko, do you have any question that you would like to ask Tom? Maybe, if you don't mind, Tom, maybe just a couple more questions. Are you okay? Okay.
Okay.
Suguru, Gento, Yuriko, any questions?
So can I ask
Gento.
one
Yeah,
question?
Gento, please
Yeah.
go ahead.
Hello, Gento.
Yeah, hello. So in Japan, so after we study in university, we have some club activity. So for example, we do some sport with college member, and so do you have some such like this in Taiwan?
You mean
Yeah.
activities other than?
So sorry.
You mean activities other than courses in school?
Yeah.
So, can you say the question again?
So after we study in university, we do play soccer or table tennis or tennis with college member.
Oh yeah. I see. So, yes, there are many clubs of sports in our school, but I'm not a person who like to exercise with other people. I'm a person who likes exercise alone. So I usually go to swim or jogging or climbing mountain after when I have free time. So yes, there are such clubs, but I didn't participate many of that.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks. Good question, Gento. It's nice when you ask a question like that and you get an answer to understand about each other's culture. But I think more importantly, as individuals, we start to understand each other better and make friends. And for example, Tom, you just mentioned you like to exercise alone. Koshiro also is a big fan of exercising. He is often working out at home. And I know Suguru also likes to go to the mountains sometime. So very quickly, when you have this discussion, it's not just about study, but you start to notice we have a lot in common, no matter where we're from. So that's great. Suguru, do you have any question you want to ask?
Yeah, I have a
Okay,
more
maybe one question from
frank,
Suguru.
yeah, frank question. I have a
Hello, Suguru.
hello, nice to meet you, Tom.
Nice to meet you too.
So when I heard from Koshiro about you, I asked what kind of person is he. Then he showed me an introduction picture of you. You sent Koshiro. I'm sorry. Yeah, but and behind you, there is a beautiful sea clouds.
Yeah.
Sea of clouds. Clouds of sea. Maybe you climb the mountain.
Yes.
And behind you, so beautiful scenery.
Yes.
Where is the mountain?
It's called Hehuan Mountain.
Hehuan Mountain.
Yes, and it's in Nantou City in Taiwan. It's like if
Yeah.
Taiwan is like a potato. Oh, no, no. If Taiwan is like an island like this, it's in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard that you're a person who like go on hiking very much.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
Taiwan has so many mountains you can climb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How high is that mountain?
The average height is usually above 3,000 meters.
Wow.
Yeah, but we usually begin at 3,000, and we only climb like for 500 or 600 meters.
Oh.
Yes.
I will really love to the Taiwan mountains.
Yeah, so I think we don't have to wear the mask when you're doing activities outside now. The policy now is that we don't have to wear masks. So if you are having a period of free time, feel free to come to Taiwan to climb.
That sounds nice. Thank you so much.
Okay, great question, Suguru. Tom, also, I know you said you've been to Japan, but Japan is also 75% mountains.
Yes.
So there's some amazing places to hike here as well. So hopefully when you come back next time, maybe with Suguru, Suguru could show you some of the mountains here, and then vice versa, when Suguru visits Taiwan, maybe you can show him a good hike.
Okay.
So anyways, awesome. So let's go ahead and finish up here. Thank you so much for joining us, Tom. I think on behalf of all the students, they've really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it too. You're very wise, I think. Some of your answers were really great and very inspiring. I'm also very inspired by your talk. So thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and finish up here. Maybe Tom, you're 6th year, so you must be very busy. Yeah, Tom, thanks so much for taking time. We really enjoyed it, and we'll close up the chat here. And hopefully, maybe down the road, after you become a doctor, we can have another interview with you.
Okay.
That'd be really cool.
Looking forward to seeing you someday in the future again.
Awesome.
Thank you.